Hey yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to my yoga time. Thanks for joining me today. I have a gentle, slow, somatic flow for you. A few props for this practice. I have a yoga bolster. If you don't have a yoga bolster, you can improvise with 2 or 3 pillows on top of one another or a thick blanket that's rolled up nice and tight. And I've also got 2 blocks for this practice. When you're ready, come up to stand for me. And we'll stand with those feet hip width apart. Be ever so mindful of your breath throughout this practice. The magic in your practice lies with the breath. So let's do our best to frame the movement within the breath. So begin the inhalation and then start to move. Same as the exhalation, begin to exhale and then start to move. When you're ready, soften the jaw. Let's inhale, bring those arms up, little back arch. And as you exhale, fold forward, stack the palms on your low back. As you inhale next, press the floor away, come halfway up, look forward, and exhale and bow. Chair pose, as you inhale, knees bend, arms lift. And as you slowly exhale, press to stand. Let's go again. This time you have the option to lift up your heels. Inhale, arms up, and maybe the heels. Slow movement, slow breath. Exhale with control, fold forward, stack the palms once again. Inhaling, halfway up, looking forward. And exhale to bow. Chair pose. And press to stand. We'll do that one last time. Option this time to take a yogi squat instead of your chair pose, depending on your hips and your knees. When you're ready, inhale, arms up, maybe the heels as well. Exhale, slowly fold forward. Inhale, half lift. And then as you exhale, fold down. Either take the chair pose as you did before, otherwise take the bottom a little lower towards the heels. Well done, yogis. And from here, take those hips up, bring your hands to your blocks. Bring those blocks back next to the feet. Let's inhale, halfway up, look forward. And as you exhale and bow, step your left leg back. Take those legs nice and wide. So lunging here, as we lower the hips, we don't want the knee to be too far in front of the ankle. So if you need to take the feet further away, do so. Let's hold here as we inhale and feel as though you're squeezing the feet towards one another. And then as you exhale, take the hips back. Point those right toes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, gently lunge. Begin to exhale and take those hips back. Slow movement, slow breath. Last one. And then coming down into a low lunge, bring your left knee down to the mat and bring your hands back to your hips. Take your right leg out to the side. So option if you need the block to bring it over to your left side. We're coming into our gate pose, arms out to the side. Let's lean over to the left, either left hand to the floor or to the block, right arm above the head. Inhaling here. And then as you exhale, take a seat. Sweep the arm in front of the body towards the right foot. On the inhalation, lifting up. And exhale, flow down. Holding the next gate pose. Feel free to look down. Option to keep the arm as it is and gently send those hips forward. Otherwise, take the right hand to the back of the head, cradling the head. Bring the right big toe to meet the left and maybe take the gaze up to the ceiling. Inhale. And as you exhale, take the leg out. Bring those hands back to the center of the mat and stepping your right foot in. And let's lift those hands up onto the block. Stepping your left foot forward and finding your lunge. Let's inhale and exhale, forward fold. framing the movement within the breath. Low lunge this time. Bring the hands back to the hips and take your left leg out to the side. Arms out. Side bend. Either resting there or take your flow. Well done, yogis. Holding your gate pose this time. Feel free to look down if the neck is strained. Otherwise, you can cradle the head, left big toe to meet the right. Well done, yogis. Return back to center, hands to the mat. Let's inhale, little back bend. And as you exhale, round the spine, sit back towards child's pose. Reach those arms out in front. Lifting the elbows and the palms, just having those fingertips on the floor. And gently squeeze the shoulder blades back towards the hips. And lifting on up. Well done. Take a hold of one of your blocks now. Just have it at the end of your mat and recruit your bolster or your pillows. So we just want the end of the bolster propped up, and then you'll come down to lay on the bolster. As you bring yourself down, keep those knees bent, and we'll interlace the hands on the belly. As you inhale, take the arms above the head. And as you exhale, press into the feet, lift up the hips. Squeeze the heels in towards one another. Let's hold the hips up for a few breaths. Next exhalation, bring the hips down. And then as you inhale, butterfly pose, open out the knees. Resting here for a few breaths. Let's inhale, bring those knees back up. Press into the feet as you exhale, lift up the hips. And lower down. Inhale, knees out. And let's do that one last time. Inhale, knees together. Exhale, lift the hips. Gently squeeze those heels in towards one another. Pressing down and away through the feet. And lower down. Inhale, butterfly pose. And let's inhale those knees together. Lifting up now. Let's fold over those thighs. Quick counter stretch, allow the back to round. And coming all the way up. Spinning yourself around now, let's adjust the bolster so that it's parallel to the short side of the mat. I'll take my favorite variation of Sphinx pose. So you'll need your blocks here as well. Bring your lower belly down onto the bolster and resting your forearms on the block. Feeling the navel expand against the bolster as you inhale. A moment to pause before you exhale slowly. Feeling the body move with the pulse of the breath. Now, option 1 is to stay exactly as you are. Only move into option 2 if there's no discomfort. in your back. So we'll take the little quad stretch. You can bend the left leg and take a hold of the foot. If you have a hold of the foot, you might choose to rest exactly as you are, or you can bring your right elbow down to the block, cradle your head as you roll onto your side. And wherever you are, simply deepen the breath to deepen the pose. Let's return. Release the foot. And if you are taking the quad stretch, we'll change sides straight away. Either resting as you are or rolling onto your side once again. Exhale, return to your navel. And from here, gently press yourself up into tabletop, just sliding your bolster off to the side. Keep your hands on the blocks on the flat side here. Let's inhale, gentle back bend. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under and sit back towards your child's pose. Inhale, return to tabletop, looking forward. Exhale, tucking the tailbone and sitting back. One more. Taking your child's pose this time, maybe the hands can rest next to the feet. And you might even like to rock very gently from side to side, rolling from temple to temple. And let's lift on up, sliding down now onto our navel. Taking the crocodile pose, make a pillow with your hands. And then a little bit of nerve flossing here for the lower body. Let's alternate the legs, so you're bending the knees, taking the heels towards the bottom. Be sure to find a little sway, a little swagger in the hips. And when you're ready, rolling over onto your back. Once on your back, let's lift those feet up towards the ceiling. Hands can rest on your outer legs, or maybe you can pistol grip the big toes. As you inhale, take the legs out nice and wide. Exhale back together. Inhaling wide. Exhaling together. Last one. This time, as you bring the legs back together, cross the left leg over the right leg, squeeze the thighs together, lift head and shoulders off the floor. And then lower down. Keep the legs crossed. Move the hips a little to the left, and then we're twisting knees over to the right. You might like to rest your legs on the block. Let's take the right arm out to the side. Bring your left fingertips to meet the right elbow crease. As you inhale, trace a circle with your left arm. Turn the head to the left as the arm comes out to the left. And then as you exhale, sweep the arm down past the hip. Left fingertips returning to the right arm. And the next inhalation, as you take the arm up and out to the side, come to rest there. Making a T shape with your arms. Follow your next inhalation out of the pose. Bring those legs back up. Center the body on the mat, and we'll practice that on the other side. So feet lifting up, holding onto the legs or the toes. Inhaling nice and wide. Exhaling together. Third and final one. Right leg crossing over the left this time, thighs pressing, upper body lifting. And lower down. Hips move a few centimeters to the right, knees over to the left. Take your left arm out to the side and right fingertips to meet the left elbow crease. The arm lifts up overhead as you inhale, turning to the right, and exhale, sweep the arm past the hip. And this last time, coming to stillness in your twist. We always deepen the posture through deepening the breath. Let's bring those knees back to center. Centering the body on the mat and preparing for Savasana. I encourage you to place the bolster behind your knees. Or you could always use your blocks underneath those hamstrings. Tucking the shoulders under, taking up as much space as feels comfortable. And as you close the eyes down, soften the forehead, the tongue and jaw. It only takes a reminder to breathe, and something in you softens, settles, makes space for imperfection. That harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper. And you realize life doesn't have to be a push, a struggle, a race. You can just be in this quietness, spaciousness, at any time. Let's inhale a little deeper now. Feeling the breath touch the nostrils. Swallowing if the mouth is dry. And wiggling those toes and fingers. Moving and stretching as those urges arise. In your own time, rolling onto your preferred side. You might like a few moments there in the fetal position. Otherwise, sitting up when you're ready to continue on with your day. Thank you, yogis, for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed that gentle flow. Any class requests, please feel free to make them in the comments below. The intention of this channel is to help cultivate your home practice. And if you haven't done so, please do subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to support free yoga on YouTube. Have a lovely day.